Chinese UFO over the United States. The largest hangar in the world has been created and black chemtrails appear. Over the past days, multiple unidentified flying objects have appeared over the United States. Many people believe that these are spyware allegedly belonging to China, spy balloons that is. There are also bizarre events, synchronicity of these balloons with the appearance of black chemtrails over the US skies. The inertial portal claims that the Chinese army has been experimenting with airships for several years. In their opinion, after the Second World War, they were to become the main means of civil air transport. For obvious reason, but not clear to the Poles, this did not happen. They further argue that airships are now in demand again as vehicles for monitoring and communicating spacecraft with command centers. Allegedly, the Chinese army has some big hopes for airships. In addition to new missiles, hypersonic vehicles, and aircraft carriers, the Chinese will also use such giant machines. Allegedly, the potential of airships was underestimated by the West. UFOs over the US are Chinese airships? Although ufologists believe that they could have been sent by aliens to monitor humanity, in fact, we can deal with terrestrial technology, but looking futuristic. Last year, US satellite companies released pictures taken from orbit online. They depicted a military base in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region in China. The largest hangar in the world appeared there, and this object interested the US intelligence agency and UFO hunters. Giant airship hangar in China. The hangar is up to 1,148 feet. The famous Hindenburg was 803 feet. Pentagon experts believe that the Chinese army can store airships up to 320 meters, about 900 feet long, at such facilities. Judging by the information that has been appearing for some time, we may be dealing with a stratospheric airship powered by solar energy. Now, why do the Chinese need airships? These vehicles are ideal for Earth observation, maritime monitoring, hypersonic missile warning, or communications between spacecraft and command centers. The airships are much more practical than drones, as they cannot fly. They can only fly higher, but can also float in the stratosphere for months at a time. Airships are ideal vehicles for aerial surveillance. The US military said they shot down vehicles that flew at an altitude of more than 40,000 feet. Such a description is ideal for the new generation of Chinese airships, as new technologies make it possible to build them from extremely durable materials, thanks to which they can fly at great heights and stay in the air for many months. Interestingly, the deserts of Xinjiang province, not far from the eastern border of the Kashgar Basin, there is also a Chinese analog of the famous Area 51. The first facilities and 3 runways appeared on the territory of the secret base, and allowing you to take off and land from 3 directions. The length of one of the bands reaches about 25,000 feet. It's not one of the longest such objects in the world. It is one of the longest objects in the world. There's the opinion that the Chinese managed to surprise the Americans. What else do they have in there? Black chemtrails? After the story with the Chinese balloon flying over the city of Billings, Montana, the uneasy locals began to look at the sky more often, trying to see in advance either a UFO or how it would be shot down, how it would be shot down, or the landing of Chinese paratroopers, things like that, who would also be targeted before they take the first step towards the landing ramp, of course. And as it turned out, the fruits of observation brought their result. Kanakoa Substack tweeted, "Number 1, can anyone identify what this is?" And it was filmed over Billings, Montana. It was a black chemtrail. The color of the chemtrail is dark brown. It's not an optical illusion, but is confirmed by dozens of photos from different angles and lightning angles. Also, the trail from the object is sinuous, planes do not zigzag, and the wind cannot blow in different directions at a distance of less than 300 feet. And this thing was not a straight line, it was zigzagging. Another thing that surprised everyone was that they had seen the same thing in exactly the same place, only the color of the trail was white. And now everyone is wondering, is this something to do with Chinese airships, since many strange occurrences take place lately with the clouds over the US in general and over Montana in particular? The chemtrails have become almost black. Then something new has been added there, but what and why? Naturally, graphene and the famous black goo could be added to the chemtrails, although no one could say how true this is. Graphene seems to be real, and as for black goo, no one knows its exact properties. There is another theory in which some conspiracy theorists suggest forgetting about chemistry and looking at the table as if the Medvedev table, and as a variant of the divinatory board. Now, since it's very hard to believe in such strange coincidences, the new nutritional supplement must also somehow contain the name of another demon, probably which is either called up with such sprays or appeased or something similar. And since the chemtrails have become black, the atmospheric magic is now clearly some kind of black definitely. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.